Magandang hapon mga kababayan. It is the season. The holidays are upon us. And of course, Christmas is inching closer. And so there are a lot of parties. And whether it's an office party or it's a personal party or it's a friendly party or it's a family party, you want to look good for people around you, correct? Buti na lang, we have Marinello giving us tips on how to look good for Christmas parties or holiday parties this season. And that's today on Kababayan LA. We are going to give you some makeup tips. What are the hottest trends? What are the hottest colors to wear this season? Also, how to style your hair. And we also have something for the men out there, so you better watch out. That's all today on America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos. My name is Janelle Sawyer, Kababayan in Los Angeles, and we are here at the Marinello campus in Lomita. Joining us this afternoon are some of the representatives of Marinello. One of them is Catherine. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Nice to see you.
Yes, we've met you before on the show, and thank you for welcoming us to your lovely campus. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And happy holidays to you.
You too.
All right, when we talk about holidays,
Incorporated into the styles, as well as the 1940s very vintage waves, though coming down nice, very essential, very kind of casual.
so there are a lot of trends for the hair, and I guess it just depends on how long your hair is, like length of the hair. Let's take a look at model number 1, Selena. Very beautiful. Okay, tell us about this hair.
Well, what I did for Selena, I had incorporated a lot of the micro crimping, which is very tiny micro, gives a lot of texture, as well as these long waves, these long big waves.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The crimping. When I was growing up, we had crimping, but you could actually hear the waves. But when you're saying micro crimping, you hardly see it.
Yes, it's more of a texture thing. You can come see very closely. It's very tiny, very fine, but it is more of a texture and more, so you can do more with it.
Okay,
you can incorporate in a lot of styles.
How do we achieve that? Is it a machine or is it?
It's just like the crimper. They have it's really small, really skinny.
Okay.
And it gets very hot. Okay. So it works for a lot of hair types. Hers, for instance, is coarse, straight hair.
Okay.
So it does work for her and fine hair as well.
Okay. And if she turns around, I see a lot of detail.
Yes.
In the back, yeah.
Here we have, I put in a lot of the crimping on the side as an accent, and then here's the knotted updo, which has all up here is all knotted and then twisted incorporation. So it's pretty much just twist, knot, and pinning up into it like a bun.
Okay. Something like this would last, would take how long to do?
It took about maybe an hour just to make sure everything's right. And she has such long, gorgeous hair.
Right.
So obviously that's going to take more time. But I'd say about an hour.
And something like this would work well for like medium length hair, long hair.
Yes.
Can you turn around, Selena? We want to see your beautiful face. Yes. So any length of hair.
Any length of hair, but you have to keep in mind when you have a shorter do, you might have a smaller bun.
Okay.
So you might, have to be higher, or you can do a low bun as well.
Wonderful.
So,
Thank you so much. Model number 2, Rihanna. I see a lot of like waves cascading, very romantic.
Rihanna,
I think this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, Rihanna also has beautiful long hair, and she actually has a little bit of that ombre style that we had seen all year too, and hers is more that 1940s pretty big wave.
Right. If you turn onto your side, Rihanna, we want the other side. We want to see your wonderful.
And
yes.
just
turn a little bit more to the camera. No. Okay. No. The other side. Yes. Wonderful.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I also incorporated just a little tiny twist knot just to gather it all. To kind of set it together for a party or for a nice night out. It's a good thing for them.
And it's very sexy because it's one-sided.
Yeah, it's very sensual.
I noticed that there's a section of hair that you did not include in the bun.
Yes.
It's just depending on your mood.
Well, she has a little bit rounder of a face, so I wanted to soften that up. So I kind of brought out her bang, made it more of a swoop, and then more of just a cascading bang.
Right. And the cascade, you get the effect from like a curling iron?
Well, for her, you can use a curling iron, but those have more barrel curls. So I used a 1.5 1/2-inch wand. And I wanded her whole hair first and then pulled them out.
Oh, okay.
To
And this
create
would
the
take
wave.
how long?
This one was a little bit shorter. This was probably about a half an hour. Again, it depends on the hair. You know, if she also has coarse hair, so depending on how well your hair takes the curl. Yeah, but this one was not as long.
Thank you so much, Rihanna. When we talk about curls like that, do we need a lot of products, or does it depend on the hair texture?
Any updo, it's always nice to have some type of hold inside the hair already, and then when you dry it, a hairspray, a light hairspray. I try not to use too much in the beginning because you can burn the hair as well, and I do more hairspray at the end just to hold it together.
Right. And of course, I mentioned at the top of the program, we also have something for the men. What are the trends for the men? We have Eric modeling it for us.
Yes,
hello,
Eric. So for the men, it's also really mainly just clean, nice, and working with the natural hairline and very like manscaping, we like to call it, tweezing the eyebrows but keeping them full, not too clean cut, perfect.
So is it acceptable nowadays to tweeze the eyebrows of men?
Yes, it is. I think every man should keep some nice.
It's part of hygiene, right?
Yes,
right,
definitely.
Right. What about the back? So let's turn around, Eric. Let's take a look at the length in the back.
Well, we kept it nice and short, nice tapered a little bit, and then on the top is where we have most of the volume and more the area where you can play with. So right now he's kind of having the faux hawk look, and this keeps it nice, clean cut and shaven. So just nice and clean.
Right.
Really
what about colors? Do we have any color trends for men? We want to see your face now, Eric. Turn around. Thank you.
Well, he has this kind of an auburn gold brown going, but I've seen a lot of men doing this darker brown, and for white males, the blonde, like it's a lot of nice ones. So anything natural also.
Anything natural. So it doesn't really matter just what suits your face, right? You can go longer, because I know Filipino men would also do longer hair sometimes.
Yes. I've seen it around. I've seen a lot of Filipino guys with longer hair to about the shoulder length.
Right.
And they do the ponytail sometimes, but yeah, I've seen a few.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you to the models as well. More tips when we return on the show. Don't go away.